It's in here somewhere. I'm looking for Hidden Valley. Not that I forgot what it was, I remembered what it was, just had to read the map. I'm looking for Hidden Valley, and it's on this map. I've come across 4 sand hills, took 1 gum tree to my right, 3 tea tree bushes to the left, and I've come out near some wildflower bushes. The thing I have to tell you, and you will find this unbelievable, but in this valley, many, many years ago, tourists used to come in here, and tourists used to bury their rubbish. These days, tourists are the good people that they are, they take their rubbish home with them. But they used to bury their rubbish around here. And a number of factors caused an interesting little phenomena here. Bushfires, pollution, the heat that affects this area, and I think the UFO that probably landed out there and started that fire set up this reaction whereby all the rubbish that they buried actually grew. So we find all sorts of bushes out here that grow all sorts of interesting things. Now, you've seen this Major Les Hidings, or Hiddens, or whatever his name is, from the Army, who's sponsored by Land Rover of all things, talking about bush tucker. Well, he's never found this valley. And boy, you wait till I take you through this valley. I'll show you things that you won't believe. You'll think they're set up, but they're not. It's actually happened here. The food has grown. And I'm pretty sure I'm onto the valley. It's just a matter now of looking around and seeing what I can find. And dare me, if we haven't found the elusive chip bush. Now, the fruit looks pretty ripe. This type of tree only bears 3 fruits. What have we got? Yes, barbecue blast, super chicken, and extra salt and vinegar. I'll try the barbecue blast. It seems right. Seems right. I'll test the fruit. Lovely. Yeah, right. I mean, you would wonder why people can't live here, but for obvious reasons I can't tell you where this is, because the place will be inundated with people. These lovely bushes will be stripped bare of their fruit and there'll be nothing left. Let's just take, excuse me if I'm spitting tips everywhere, let's just take a little stroll through the valley, because straight away, what do I see? A bread. A bread tree. And because it's that certain time of the year, most of the fruit's ready. It's ready for picking. Now, I won't pick that just yet. I'll keep that fresh, because the main thing I'm looking for today is the Metworth tree. Somewhere in this valley, I know there's a Metworth tree. I want to find a Metworth tree before the Metworth birds come along, because once the Metworth birds come along with no fruit left on the tree, the Metworth bird's very dangerous bird. As are the mutton birds on King Island. They eat sheep, you know. Metworth bird's a very big bird with very sharp beak shaped like scissors. And they cut the Metworth into slices and eat it. We'll just stroll on, and who knows what we'll find as we wander through the valley. Nice tip. Oh no! The draft beer tree. As you can see, this draft beer tree has gone to seed. Yep, the seed pod is quite empty, quite empty. But what often happens with the draft beer tree, is they drop their seeds on the ground and new trees form. So sometimes you rummage around down the bottom. Yeah, there's one here. Come in close with the camera. Carefully just take all the stuff away, because if you get the fruit excited, it sometimes frosts at the mouth. Now, this is, yes, it's quite mature fruit. Feels quite firm. It's got a coolish edge to it, because the ground's cool this time of the year. I'm not sure if the fruit's right, but there is, however, there's only one way to check to see if this fruit's right. And that's just pull the seed pod that it was attached to the tree with and wait for that fizz. Yes, there's fizz. Smells mature. The ultimate test, of course. Yes. It's right. It's really good. If you come along too late, it gets rather a hot, hoppy flavour about it. And you come along too early, and it's principally just water. Now, you know, like Les Hiddens, he'd tell you about how to prepare your bush tucker, but I have to tell you that fruit from the chip tree taken with fruit from the beer tree is quite a good combination. Just a small mouthful of that, and then some of the fruit of the chip tree. Anyway, we haven't got a lot of time, so what I'll do, I'll just keep moving through the valley and see what else I can find. I brought a knife with me, along with a map, on the off chance that I do find the Metworth bush. And as we wander through, you see, the thing is, why the fruit is so concentrated is this is one of the areas where people buried all their rubbish. What's this? Oh, now, this is almost as rare as the Metworth bush. This is the Valvoline tree. You know, I can't believe this. It's very hard to pick. I've got it though. This fruit is actually empty, but what happens when you get these right, you squeeze the juice out of these into the engine of your motor car. Very, very good for the engine of the motor car. Naturally grown Valvoline oil. And put into a Toyota, it almost sounds like a John Laws ad, you know. Now, if John Laws is the Valvoline man and the Land Cruiser man, he could be out here making an ad like this. But in the event that he's not here, you'd think surely I'd qualify for one of those watches that he gives out on his program, Keep the Dream Alive watch. Lovely thing. Heard about on the radio every day, but never got one. Well, I'll just put that fruit pod back there, and we'll pick that up and take it with us, because we can't bury that because it'll only grow again. We are trying to stop this sort of thing out here. Oh, would you believe? A banana bush. A banana bush. And I can see that they're quite right, but I have to say that they don't combine well with the beer and the chip tree at this time. What it is, you have those for after. But what you must do is just keep blundering around the bush until you find the Metworth bush. We seem to be coming out of the area, so it is possible that there are no Metworth bushes here. Ha! Ha ha ha! You beauty! Oh! And it's a garlic Metworth bush. Not only that, it's Wintolix. Oh! Now, just got to be careful of this Metworth bird. We don't want him around. Wrong squid. Right. I'm just reaching in, but always keeping an eye for the Metworth bird. Once again, the fruit's ripe. So I mean, check that fruit, the texture, and look. And mate, I just can't wait to cut it. This is one of my favourite bits of bush tucker. Metworth from the Metworth bush. Garlic. It's really good. Very, very ripe. Now, this is another thing that goes well with the fruit of the beer tree. An excellent combination. And not only that, later on today I can return to the bread tree and I can have Metworth sandwiches. There is no such thing as a Metworth sandwich bush because people didn't actually bury Metworth sandwiches. They buried individual stuff and it grew as individual trees. Now, before we go, there's something I must warn you about. You've seen that we've wandered through here. We've bumped into bread trees, chip trees, Valvoline oil trees, beer tree, banana tree, Metworth bush. What you've got to understand is everything that was buried here grew. Now it's a particularly nasty subject, but it has to be brought up at this point. If you were ever to find yourself in this valley and you had a desire to go behind the bush and do number twos, we all know what I mean, number twos, you know, you must always carry a calico or a plastic bag. Bring the product back. Don't bury it. Can you imagine slapping through these bushes? Whack, whack, whack. I've bumped into the Metworth bush, but whack. If you bump into a faeces tree, just imagine going back to your wife and she's saying, oh, mate, you're in this shit. So, well, I have been dear, but I'm sorry. It happened in Hidden Valley. Anyway, I've got to go. The sponsorship time's run out. But enjoy yourself this afternoon with Dave, and I believe that he will be running into other guys this afternoon out here doing meaningful tasks. So enjoy yourself, and that's all from me. Major Catastrophe.